Hey, look, man, we have a guest.
We have a guest,
I'm
Uh,
Erica.
I was I
Erica.
was I was thinking we could her background could be Chief Key. Everybody loves Sosa and whatever, cause the last name Sosa. Get it? You don't like that?
Got it.
Okay.
It's hot.
You don't have
I'm
like a nickname or
scratch
something
that
you
off.
want us to use?
Ooh.
Everyone does call me Sosa.
Why, you got packs?
There goes her special entrance.
Anyways, well,
Cause Sosa came to join us and talk that talk. Erica, how you doing today? How are you doing today? How's your spirit? How is the energy?
My spirit is always well and my energy is always high. I wake up
Ooh.
blessed every day.
Every day. I like that.
Every day.
I love
Well, when I was talking to her through Instagram, I was like, man, she is on her stuff. She be feeling how I feel, and she says the things that I feel because she puts a bunch of a lot of spiritual things, uplifting things. But when you started, like, what was the thing that got you started in your journey?
I would say childhood trauma that prompted me to find a different way to express myself and to heal myself. I've done a lot of shadow work, learned a lot of patience with myself, lots and lots of research over the years, and training myself to be a better version of me for myself and for my children.
Hey, so you said shadow work. What does that consist of?
Looking at yourself, looking at your inner demons, and changing how you move, and really taking accountability for yourself as well.
Yeah. One thing that was crazy because when I was out in LA, I was out there for a minute, and I was gonna stay out there, and I had this job lined up. So I was about to go down, I was gonna go down face to face, send them my things and stuff. So I woke up. It was like 4:35 in the morning. I was shaving. I was in a good mood. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this job. And then I was grooving, right? I was like, I was shaving, and then like I felt myself. It was like, hey. And it was like me in the mirror, like the person in the mirror was talking to me. It was like, hey. And then I was like, I looked at myself and it's like, do you really want to be with this person? And then I took a deep breath. I was like, nah. And that was like the first thing that snowballed. And I was like, nah, I don't. And then so after I got done shaving, I just sat down and watched Sports Center.
Didn't even go to the interview.
Didn't even go. She was like, hey, didn't you supposed to be going? I was like, yeah. And then like that weekend I left and ain't turned back. But everything happens for a reason. But shit, it's crazy because it's like for me it's like the universe will show you signs, and you'll see it, you'll ignore it. You're like, whatever. And then it'll show you more. And then like when you down and out, then they're like, see what the fuck I'm talking about? And they're like, oh, I get it. I get it. It's hard to pay attention to the signs though.
Yeah.
Because you just moving and grooving, you know what I mean?
So I got a question for you, Miss Erica.
What
made you want to come and talk to us?
Well, Ray reached out to me and was letting me know that he admired a lot of the things that I post. And every day I work on myself. And of course, I share what I learn. I meditate every single morning and I read a different chakra every single day to focus on myself.
I wasn't able to share that for you.
Oh, look, they got me listening.
Not able to share, right?
We ain't sharing that shit. What you
Nope.
talking about?
Free
And I
spirit.
think,
What?
yeah. Oh my gosh, right? Can't have a mind of your own.
No.
But he definitely told me about the podcast because I didn't know anything about it, and I thought it was interesting. And then I seen some of the things you posted on YouTube, and I admire that. I think you guys are amazing.
Well, thank you. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show today, and we want to get into what you want to get into. What do you want to talk about?
You said, well, I told you my journey started many years ago before I even got into my marriage. Because I didn't like how I was behaving. I didn't like how I felt. I didn't like who I was. And so in order for me to change, there's nothing that anyone can do. I had plenty of love. I had friends. I had money. I had everything, but I was looking at myself. So I wanted to change who I was, and I wanted to grow.
Yeah. And so you also said childhood trauma, right? Do you care to share any of those at all? Don't have to.
No, we're not going to share it today, but on a personal level, I could share.
Okay, I feel
that's okay.
Absolutely. Do you think your childhood trauma is a result of generational curse?
I'm so happy you brought that up. I believe there's a lot of unspoken things in families, and it is a continuous cycle. So there's a strong possibility of it being a generational curse. There's something that a family member of mine could have did many, many years ago to someone else, and they could have cursed the family, or just the karma of someone in your family, like one of your family members, could impact all the generations. You have to be aware and willing to change for yourself and try to break that generational curse on your own. You can't break it for everybody else, but you got to break it for you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy that you bring up generational curses, because I was cleaning my backyard today and I was thinking about all the things that I want to do different that the previous generations before me didn't do for the family. And I think that's part of it too, is realizing I have an opportunity to do something better and bigger than those before me did. And, that can go in so many different ways, because, in my family, I've seen addiction and on all different levels, violence and just the bullshit. And you have a chance to just recognize it and not be a product of it, but to learn and then start your own path. It's okay to start your own version of the bloodline. It's perfectly okay to do that.
Split off,
because there's members of my family that I don't want anything to do with, and there's members of my family that don't want anything to do with me.
I feel it. So do you feel any type of I'll start. Okay, do you feel any type of way when you meet those family members, when you get together with them, when you're in the same room with them? Do you have some type of hate, anger, negative energy?
I definitely feel the negative energy, but I still love everyone in my family, and I deal with them accordingly. I will always let them know that I love them, but I just have to love them from afar. I don't have to be in your presence every single day. If you need me for anything, I'll be there, but I don't need to continue to have you in my life. You don't have to know. I don't have to update you. But yeah, you can definitely feel that. But I've forgiven everyone, and they've forgiven me, and we go on our own paths. But you can definitely still feel it.
What about you?
Me, I'm not as mature about it, I guess. I cut off all contact. Like, I'm not the family members that I'm not too fond of. I just don't go around. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to talk to you. Only because I've I've given those moments to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as my position as a man in the family, like the reason I cut you off is because there was so many chances before. And you chose to continue doing the things you're doing, and I cannot continue to agree with that. So my natural response is to cut it off because I don't necessarily know how I would react around them, and that's part of what we talked about before is the anger stuff, and it's a battle we deal with.
Yeah, for sure. But that's like two separate things, right? She loves and could be around them, and you need to be aware that you both are protecting your peace, and that's the most important, right? Just protecting your own peace.
We're both choosing a smarter way to handle the situation.
Yeah, man,
that works for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What about you, Ray?
Me? Ooh.
Yeah. How about you answer your own question, Ray? Huh? Let's talk about your family, Ray.
Okay, look, I'm gonna just say this.
Go ahead.
Okay, see, look.
Go ahead.
Because I gotta mix with both of y'all, right?
Very intently. I'm listening.
Write this shit down because this shit is important, right? Now look, I do love them, but I have to handle them from afar. You know what I mean? From afar, just because they crossed the line that, you know what I mean? They can't go back to. You know what I'm saying? I can't, like the love that I have for them, like they broke that, and it's like it won't be the same. So,
do you think that's part of the way that we're wired, or do you think that's like a pride and an ego issue that we haven't been able to deal with?
I think it's something that I got to get over in time. So,
what about you, Erica? You think that we're just being prideful men, or do you think we're just wired that way? That's just how we deal with those type of energies.
I think it's a form of lashing out, and that's due to your ego. That just means that your family members still have some kind of control and hold over you that you have to release. You're giving them that power over you. They don't deserve that.
She is right.
I'm right, Erica. She is right. 100%. 100%. Yeah. But see, the
hard part. No. The hard part is knowing that you're right and thinking about that all the time and still getting pissed off. Because
that is the very.
That's why I know, and I know this is like it's a taboo conversation, right? Men and women like to jab at each other for their, but the men do have pride issues. But there is some things that we are aware of, and we know we shouldn't do, but we literally cannot help ourselves. Like we can, it's just something in us that fires those emotions up.
It's just like I think of the situation, like I'll be cool, and then I think about it, and I'm like, I got that fire, and I'm just like. I just can't. So I don't know. I guess I could meditate more. That's for sure.
Like she said, stop giving them that power over you, because
for sure.
Like we talked about on the More to the Point podcast, is everybody has a choice to react, right? True. So it is our choice to react in such a manner. So at the end of the day,
I'm fucking up. It's not like I'm lashing out on them, and I'm just
but we're choosing to still get upset about it. Like we're still
killing myself, of course, but it. I mean, what do you think I should do, Miss Erica? What would you suggest?
You have to fix what's toxic in yourself first before you can really just forgive somebody else.
True.
You have to do that in a willing spirit. You can't just. Like I said, you got to do that work for yourself.
And it is hard work making those adjustments to your character. It's hard, especially if you've grown up in an environment that's made you that way, because it's almost like an instinct, right? The way that you respond to trauma, the way you respond to violence, the way you respond to being sad, all that stuff comes with your surroundings and the way that you've been bred to react to these things. So when you become an adult and you get older, you get more self-aware, right? You see how other people, you just, you see how it is. and then you start to think, you start connecting the dots.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people stop there, and that's where they have the issues. That's where they have the problems with their life. That's where substance abuse comes in, things like that, because they don't take it a step further. They're kind of almost, would you say, scared to go down that path in their mind, or it's just
for sure.
there's a lot of reasons, I guess, why people wouldn't want to go further.
I think yes, they are scared, but if you think about it, it's so much easier to just blame everyone else. Yes, we did; those are learned behaviors, but we're also doing it ourselves. So we need to look at ourselves. I can't just say, "Oh, well, my mom did this when I was a kid, so it's okay." It's okay that I'm doing it. Like, no, you can't continue on that way. You can't continue on that path. You can't.
That's accountability too.
Yeah,
right?
more about the accountability. Yeah.
Making excuses for somebody else.
Just you got to be willing, right? You got to be willing to put that work in.
It's hard work too.
Because meditation, we talk about meditation a lot. Meditation is the centerpiece of our learning experience, and we always talk about it in a positive light, but people don't realize that it can get dark.
Yeah.
Deep meditation can get dark.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. I remember when I first started to
just
meditate.
Be honest.
I'm like, okay, I see people doing it. I'm like, I hear the music, I hear peace. And I sat down one day and I was just like, okay. I'm like, okay, so what's supposed to happen? Is it gonna kick in yet? I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I had so many little battles in my head when I first started. But then I started, looking at myself and replaying things in my head, and how can I make this better? How do I feel about this? It really does open you up completely.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you feel like you get more progress out of yourself if you're more critical of yourself? Like if you're more gentle with your actions and feelings and emotions, or if you're more harsh with your own self-criticism?
I am never really harsh with myself. Every single day I wake up, like I said, I'm grateful. I look at myself, I'm like, yes, sweetheart, look at you.
No. I'm saying like in the meditation, when you're meditating, like when you're meditating and thinking, you don't criticize yourself. Not like be hard on yourself and call yourself ugly or nothing, but I mean like really break down like how you handle situations, how you know what I mean? Like how you handle your own emotions and feelings. Like you don't ever break that shit down.
I used to break that down, but I'm different now. Like that was probably a few years ago when I used to do that. My train of thought is a lot different from a few years ago. I'm a completely different person. I've grown so much.
That working.
I seek peace every single day. Every day. That's all I want.
That's it. You get older, you just want that peace. That's it.
Is it too much to ask for?
You want pajama day and some peace. That's it.
Sweetheart, I wear pajamas to work sometimes. They're like, what do you have on? I'm like, I'm here. I wear my pajamas with heels, honey.
There you go. You get to go.
Right.
That's funny. Hey,
that's how they do it in the South, right?
I'm not even from the South.
That's hilarious. So speaking of being critical with yourself, and going through your whole transition, how did you handle anger before you were enlightened like that? Come on.
I was very short-tempered.
Be honest.
I was very short-tempered. I didn't have any type of patience. I would cut people off. I would block them. That's very, very toxic. I was toxic. I'm not going to lie. I think I blocked somebody last year, and I'm like, wait, why am I blocking this person? They don't even know why I'm blocking them. So I unblocked them. Was like, hey, I apologize. I blocked you for XYZ. I don't want to have to block you again. So like I said, I'll apologize for it. but please don't contact me anymore. And I've just left it alone.
Please do not contact me.
Yeah. Trust in me. Do not send me another.
Do not send me anything else. Don't like a picture. Don't send me no funny videos.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, but you know what? It's very big of you to apologize for that, because I personally, if you're doing it for, like you said, your own personal peace, you block somebody, like if you got to keep that energy away from you, I don't see nothing wrong with that. I get why you did it in the first place.
Yeah, but like I said,
I mean, I personally don't have anybody blocked. Personally,
right.
I don't, you know what I mean? I just stopped talking to people.
He just ghosts them. That's it. Is that worse?
Is ghosting worse than blocking?
That's bad too.
Because I look at it from
ghosting,
but you shouldn't have to. They know if they're your people and they're close enough. They know what they did. People are aware of their own actions, but a lot of people like to push it. A lot of people like to push it. And if somebody that no,
yeah, a lot of people are clueless.
I agree.
So sometimes
not a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people are clueless. When you get into a situation, because I'm not just out here ghosting everybody just for some dumb shit.
Hey, you sound like you ghosting everybody, though.
When I put in 10 years of trying to make things better, and you still do the same shit over and over and over, and nothing changes, and I ghost you, you earned that. I didn't just do it because I was feeling some type of way. If you don't know what you did by then, that's your own fault. I don't have the time to explain it to you. I'm out here trying to live my life and have fun and live in peace. And that energy can stay over there. I'm cool with that.
Damn. Hey, you're a serial ghoster. I didn't realize that.
I am. I ghosted like 3 people this morning.
Lord.
Hey.
Now is
somebody
that
posted something about somebody posted something about the Dodgers. Ghosted.
No.
Somebody said something about the new Currys coming out. Ghosted.
The new Currys? What's wrong with the Currys?
Everybody makes fun of the Currys. I don't see the problem with the Currys. How did we get on talking about basketball shoes? We supposed to be talking about learned behavior.
That's you.
That's you. That's a learned behavior.
No, you guys are accusing me of being a serial ghoster, and I'm just trying to explain that it's okay.
You got to work on yourself.
Every day I do. I need to work on myself every day. Can you say the same, or is your ego in the way of admitting that you need work?
I don't ghost nobody. I think I am a serial ghoster as well. You're right. I do. I got a long ass phone book, but I only talk to like 2 or 3 motherfuckers. That's protected
for my personal health.
Word. Erica, have you ever had a healing?
Have I ever had a healing?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No?
Have you felt the need for one?
Ever curious about one?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Because it's like energy work. You know what I mean?
Don't avoid the question. Have you felt the need for a healing?
Yeah, I felt the need before, for sure. I really feel like where I'm at in my life, I think that would be a good way to close my chapter with someone in my past. I think that would be great for me.
Oh, we're gonna have to hook you up with somebody that could do that.
Yeah, but I feel like it would benefit, but at the same time, I feel like if you chose not to, you have enough strength to battle your demons on your own. You got a strong energy about you.
Lots of work, but yes.
It takes a lot of work, especially to get on such a calm level. You know, I walk around calm-headed. Ray walks around calm-headed. You seem very calm-headed. And people think that we've always been like that. And I can guarantee you that's not the case. It takes a lot of work.
I am only calm-headed the majority of the day.
I feel like you move and make more noise when you sleep.
Yeah, but I mean, I still got anger too. I ain't gonna walk around like
Oh yeah.
Jesus. I get mad in the mug too. I got a temper as well, but I'm
Oh yeah.
working on it. Right? Now that is a generational curse.
The difference
For
is
real.
the anger stays in here.
For real.
It doesn't lash out anymore.
Sometimes I do. I be slipping, and I know it, but don't judge me.
That's
All right. But you know what, Erica? We're gonna get you a healing. I'm gonna for being on the show, your prize is a healing.
Only if
hook you
can
up
we
with one.
make it like a can we make a video out of it? Can we turn it into something?
No, it's her first one. She needs a personal.
We don't have to put the healing in it itself, but we can document the journey and the post healing, right?
Okay, I can handle that.
It's up to her. If you would be interested, that's fine. If not, completely understand, respect that. Don't even worry about it.
We can follow the journey. That's cool.
Oh,
It would be fun only because I would be willing to do it with you. I've never done a healing myself, to be honest with you. So I would be down to try it too.
Perfect.
Oh, damn. Look at this. We got things in the work here. I would be, but I don't want to.
He always got to be different.
So, Ray,
Hey.
what are you going to do for your generational curse? How are you going to break that?
Ooh, let's revisit
man.
that. Let's bring
I
it
thought
back
we was
around.
past this. That's a great question. For me, I feel like I just need to be more self-aware. I know I got things going on, and I just got to be self-aware, teach myself better. Again, meditate, because that helps me a whole lot to be calmer and more aware of everything that's going on, and teach my kids right, man. That's it.
That's
I
it.
just got to teach my children not to do these things, and we'll be okay. They're smart too, so I can't fuck that up.
That's it. I like it. What about
But
you? Oh, you gonna come with me? All right.
Yeah, around the table. Come on.
What I'm gonna
Ghoster?
do? What I'm
Cereal?
gonna do?
Serial ghoster. Why wouldn't we?
Am I
I'm gonna
going to
tell you my
believe you?
master plan, but I need to know if you're gonna believe me or not.
There's nothing wrong with speaking what you want into existence, but it's your choice to follow through with that plan.
All right.
So I pray that you do do that for yourself.
I
But
love
it
your
doesn't
support.
benefit me none. It benefits you.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go adopt like 17 kids, and I'm gonna hope that one of them got enough talent to make some money. And since I adopted them, they're gonna have my last name. And as long as they got kids, my last name will go through that bloodline, and they'll be champions.
They'll be
And that's how I'm gonna turn. That's how I'm gonna turn my family around.
No healing, no nothing, huh?
No. To be serious, what I want to do to break the curses of my family. The money and the investing and the business, that's one thing for my family. But to break the curses, you got to go deeper, right? You got to do mental things. You have to do support things. So what I want to do, which I already do, is I talk to my kids way more than my grandpa's dad talked to him. My grandpa talked to my dad way more. My dad never talked to me about nothing. I never explained my feelings to my dad until I was probably in my 20s, So that's one thing I do because I know how it affected me and my brother. So I want to change that. I don't want my kids to grow up with that feeling. Aside from that, I want my kids to be more educated than I was. My dad didn't really educate me. My mom didn't really educate me deeply on much. It was more like when you get older, you'll understand, you'll get it.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out. You know what I mean? It was more of like on your own approach. Like if you want to learn something, go learn it,
Technically, they're right. Look at you now.
I know, but I could have been more if I had a better foundation. And I know that's true. Now, do I believe I was supposed to? No, I believe I'm right where I'm supposed to be. but I also believe that I'm supposed to be educating my kids more than I was. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do that. I want them to have a better foundation than I have.
Okay.
So emotional support and education would be the two main focuses for me trying to break my generational curses.
Yeah, and it's you can't by yourself, but it's gonna take a few generations to do that.
Yeah, but I can start.
Yeah,
I can start to train.
start.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's a
You
beautiful
can start
thing.
training your babies for sure, but you still have to go back one generation and forgive as well. And that'll open you up and give you a different perspective.
True.
Because you would want your children to forgive you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't carry
something
any
else to think about.
burdens. I don't carry any
Okay.
burdens. I'm not mad at. No, I'm completely
You
grateful.
sure you didn't ghost him?
Who, my dad?
Yeah.
No, I was just talking to my daddy the other day.
Okay, good.
No, I have no resentment towards my parents at all, or my grandparents. Mine is just straight from a observation. I can do more. Period. I have the ability to do it, so I have a responsibility to do it.
Okay.
I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in if they didn't work as hard as they did and make the sacrifices they made. I'm very grateful for everything my parents did for me, but it would be naive of me, and I think a misuse of what I can do to not try to elevate what they did.
Perfect.
True.
You know what I
Better
mean?
foundation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it is. It's just more. It's more of an observation and trying to execute on something better.
And plus, I think like my kids, your kids, they're way smarter than we were when we were
Yeah.
their
Oh
age.
yeah. We
My
think.
kids
I mean, I
was,
don't remember.
yeah. No, I know for sure.
I know Easton's smarter than me now. Like Easton at 6 is smarter than me at 34. So you're definitely right about him.
For real. Like my kids are just, I'm like, these kids are geniuses right now. They up on everything.
They
like,
figure things out so fast.
Yeah. They on everything. And I'm just like,
the
damn, like
good
when I was that
times.
age, I don't know.
Well, we didn't have all the technology. We had AOL, we had dial-up, we had minutes after 3 minutes after 9 p.m. Like we didn't have anything.
No.
But the technology for sure did help them. But behavior-wise, these kids get away with everything.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get away with nothing at all. When I was a kid, I was allowed outside for 1 hour, and I would physically have to let my grandmother see me. I couldn't just yell in the house, "Hey, Mamir, I'm home." She had to see me.
Oh yeah.
And then I could go off.
Yeah.
Every hour on the dot.
But that's part of setting the foundation.
Yeah.
To you, it made no sense, but to her, that was repetition. I'm teaching this girl, you know what I mean? A little something about life. That's all it was. To us as kids, we're like, why the hell I gotta walk in this house?
Every hour too. She's like, hold on, y'all, let me just run up in here real quick.
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone will be standing outside too. They're like, all right, come on. But you can't go anywhere for real in an hour. And you always know I'm safe. So God forbid I come home at 12:15, something happened to me. That's it.
That's it, yeah.
My dad had the whistle.
Yeah, my dad for that whistle. Yeah, I swear. When you hear that whistle, you could be music loud. We having fun. Fucking.
I swear that motherfucker didn't even get off the couch. He would be watching TV. He'll whistle from inside the house.
For real.
My ears would perk up like a dog.
For real. I gotta
go. I gotta go.
Straight up. Like the whole just chaos going around you. Like, wait, turn down that music. We whistle up. Oh Lord, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Running, hustling. Because we got about 5 minutes.
I don't know if these kids these days believe us about when the street lights come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better have your ass in the house.
Your ass. Yeah.
No, you know what I mean? Want to go outside. They don't want to go outside anymore.
No, I gotta force them now.
Really?
The girls at least. The boys, they always want to go out, but the girls, they want to talk to their friends. They're like, hey, guess what? You coming with us? Like, you can just leave me.
Yeah,
you know? Like, yeah, I can, but You have fun outside.
I
Yeah,
just
they
try to
just want to
push
be
them
in there.
outside. I'm hella pushy. I'm like, can I play on your phone? I'm like, no, you can go do 10 push-ups outside.
Push up.
You can shoot hoops. Go do something. Just go.
Just go.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want them on the screen all day. I don't want them like this
Just go.
all day. I just don't think it's healthy for them to stare at a screen all day when they can go be out in the sun, getting dirty and having fun.
Damn,
I support that.
I felt like Dr.
Right.
Seuss when I said that.
Well, it's good for them. They need it. My son, my youngest, I have two boys. I have a 16, well, he's about to be 17. So 17 and a 7-year-old.
Well, time out. Okay, no, go ahead. I'm gonna get to the 17.
You can't time her out.
My bad,
tell her to go ahead.
My bad, dog.
Because then I was listening, and then it's like time out. All right,
take it. Because it just hit me. Right. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna go.
Right. So the 17-year-old would definitely go outside. Like he would beg to go. But my 7-year-old, oh mom, well, what's the weather outside? Okay, are you coming too? Well, how long are we going to be out here?
You need a time limit.
Yeah.
You're like, look, yeah, my schedule ain't working with that right now. And can I get back to your 17-year-old son? Now, how the hell does that feel having a 17-year-old son?
Oh, Jesus.
Because to me, that's crazy.
Let me give you and to add on to that, he's 6'4". So,
that just sounds like a lot of.
Basically, she said he'll dunk on you.
He probably jump over me.
He can dunk. Yeah, he can jump.
But I'm a fouler.
Anybody that can dunk on me. So it's not saying much. As long as you can dunk, you can dunk on me.
I'm from the old school. I'm gonna foul you hard.
Elbow to the groin.
They'll make it count.
6'4", 17-year-old. So that's your grocery bill is long, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, he can eat. He can eat, but he's a health nut.
That's good.
He knows all about D12, spirulina. He has vitamin C. Like he has everything. Ashwagandha. He has everything.
Is he motivated?
Yes. Free thinker as well. So everything that we speak about, I can have a conversation with him.
That's awesome.
How does it feel like from because I know her from high school, right? We were just kids in high school, to now you're grown with a 17-year-old. That's crazy.
But it's a blessing at the same time, right?
Oh yeah.
Everything happens for a reason, for sure.
Your first child, you have a different type of love, for sure. I also grew up with my son, and it was always him and I until he was about 8. So that's a different kind of connection. And then the conversations that we have now, it's amazing. And I'm excited to see who he'll be as a man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is. I think I asked you this already, but because I always think about it, it's crazy how you could. Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
Crazy again. Now what's crazy?
It's crazy how you could grow a human in your body.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
This is where we're going. I was getting ready to compliment her, like she has a young man to be proud of, and you want to talk about how. Welcome to Deeper Than You Think, where we tell you how babies are made. Step one.
I'm not telling you how baby. I just think the process of growing a female could grow a human being. That's crazy to me. Like I think about that. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's just a mammal giving birth. We're mammals. You know that, right?
But just let her talk, please, because you ain't understanding it. You ain't understanding it.
I am understanding.
I think it's amazing because the baby and yourself, you guys are healing and taking care of each other, essentially. I think one of the best things when I was pregnant was feeling the baby move. That is just completely awesome. Like, it's reassurance, like you're really there. This is really happening. I didn't get as much movement from Elijah as I did Eric. Eric's the 17-year-old, because he was, of course, the first one. So I definitely felt butterflies and all that amazing stuff. It's awesome. Definitely changes your body, but it's still awesome.
Yeah, amazing. Hey, even if he don't, he ain't down. It's amazing to me. Amazing.
I don't think it's not amazing. I'm just saying, why we got to talk about it. That's all I'm saying.
Why not? It was just something I think about.
If you want my honesty, I think it's one of the most beautiful things this life has to offer. But I don't want to talk about it.
Then be quiet.
Was I not? Did I not just sit there and listen?
Yo, you was quiet, but your face was loud though. You had a loud face.
Yeah. Well, not gonna argue with you there, bud.
Now, you sitting there with a loud face. Let me drink my water. Can y'all hear that?
You know what's crazy?
My bad.
You've been drinking all that water and haven't have to get up to pee yet.
Nah,
watch. I just put it in. Talk about manifesting. Watch, it's in his brain now.
Not me. It's good. But my bad. I'm sorry I threw it off to the amazingness of female growing a human being.
I mean, we can talk about it more. Which one gave you more morning sickness? Let's talk about it.
No. That's not what we. Anyway, hey.
It's part of the process.
Now you're making fun of me. You wanna wrap up?
Before we wrap up,
go ahead.
I would like to know if Miss Erica has a message for the listeners about, I don't know, defeating generational curses, getting in touch with your spiritual side, whatever you want to tell the people.
Yeah, anything on your mind. What would you like the people to know?
Accountability. Work on yourself. It's worth it. You're worth it. Just remember that.
I like it.
It is.
I like it. On that, I want people to understand that if you feel like your heart and your intentions are in the right place and your family does not agree with that or does not fit into those plans, it is okay to be different. It is okay to start your own path and lead your own bloodline, and be confident in that, as long as you know that what you're doing is right.
Yes, sir. I'm just gonna say, protect your peace. You're the creator of your own reality, the master of your own happiness.
Yes, sir. Peace and blessings.
And thank you, Erica, for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.